For thousands of years, mystics and sages have known that symbols are far more than artistic decorations. They're tools of power. In the Hermetic traditions, symbols were seen as frequency locks, gateways that could bind your thoughts to the energetic blueprint of reality. You may not realize it, but every time you wear a symbol, draw one, or even think about it deeply, you are broadcasting a signal into the unseen layers of existence. And that signal is received by your subconscious mind, by your energy field, and by the greater intelligence of the universe. Most people go through life thinking symbols are passive, meaningless shapes. But the ancients knew the truth. When a symbol is consciously chosen, charged, and connected to an emotional frequency, it becomes a living anchor, a stabilizer that holds your desired vibration in place and keeps your intentions locked into the energetic matrix of your life. Symbols don't just reflect your thoughts, they mold them. When you assign a specific emotion, intention, or affirmation to a symbol, it becomes more than visual. It's a code your subconscious recognizes. Ancient mystics knew this. They didn't see symbols as decoration but as technology. Your mind responds to repeated shapes with emotional resonance. The more energy and repetition you feed into a symbol, the more it becomes a neural anchor. This isn't superstition. It's how your reticular activating system works. A personal sigil charged with focus and emotion turns into a subconscious beacon. It helps filter your reality, directing your awareness toward opportunities, synchronicities, and actions that align with the intention behind the symbol. This is the hidden science behind sigil magic. Not changing the world externally, but reprogramming yourself to align with the world you want to see. When you focus your attention on a symbol, especially one you've personally created, you're not just seeing a shape, you're interacting with an energetic blueprint. This is where modern minds often get it wrong. It's not about believing the symbol has magic power on its own. The symbol is a conscious design, a pattern that you give life to. Think of it as a metaphysical circuit. It becomes activated when your intention, emotion, and mental focus charge it. Ancient mystics knew this. In Hermetic and occult teachings, symbols were never meant to be passive. They were active portals between the internal mind and external manifestation. That's why the process of charging a symbol is so sacred. You're aligning your mental architecture with universal forces. You're no longer just wishing, you're embedding your frequency into the fabric of reality. And this is where real anchoring happens. If this awakens something in you, subscribe now and let your journey deepen with every video. Now that you understand the symbol must be charged, the next step is how to do it. This isn't some vague visualization trick, it's a precise energetic alignment. First, enter a meditative state where your mind is quiet and focused. With the symbol in front of you, on paper or visualized, begin to breathe rhythmically. As you breathe in, imagine drawing universal energy into your heart. As you breathe out, direct that energy into the symbol. Repeat this with full presence. This repetitive charging builds a resonance. Your personal frequency embeds itself into the geometry. Add an emotional signature. Feel the emotion that matches your intention. For abundance, feel gratitude. For healing, feel peace. The emotion seals the symbol. This is what turns a shape into an energetic anchor. You've now connected mental clarity, emotional charge, and energetic flow. The result? A living tool that influences the quantum field around you. With your symbol now charged, the key is anchoring it into your daily experience. This is where most people miss the mark. A symbol isn't just for ritual, it's meant to live in your consciousness. Start by placing it where you'll see it often: your desk, mirror, phone background. But don't just look at it, interact with it. Each time you see the symbol, pause for just 3 seconds. Recall your intention. Feel the emotion again. Let that frequency echo in your body. This reinforces the energetic loop between you and the symbol. Over time, this repetition forms a subconscious bridge. Your nervous system begins to associate the symbol with a specific state of being. That's when it becomes automatic. Your energy field shifts without effort, guided by the presence of the symbol. It now acts as a magnet for situations, people, and outcomes that match its encoded frequency. This is how ancient mystics used sigils not as art, but as portals. As your symbol becomes integrated into your consciousness, you'll notice subtle changes. Decisions become clearer. Intuition strengthens. Opportunities that match your intention seem to appear effortlessly. But there's more. The symbol doesn't just reflect your energy, it amplifies it. Think of it as a resonance chamber. Each time you revisit the symbol with presence, it reinforces the intention it holds. Over time, that intention vibrates louder in the energetic field around you. The universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to frequency. And a symbol is a powerful tool to stabilize and broadcast that frequency. But consistency is everything. This technique isn't about a one-time ritual, it's about living your symbol. The more you align your behavior, choices, and thoughts with what the symbol represents, the more potent it becomes. At this point, you're not just using a symbol, you've become the living embodiment of its energy. And that's when reality starts to bend. Now comes the most overlooked part of this entire practice, receptivity. Once the symbol is charged and embodied, you must enter a state of inner stillness to receive. This is where most people fail. They stay in output mode, constantly visualizing, scripting, affirming. But manifestation isn't about pushing energy out. It's about matching the field and allowing reality to coalesce. Sit with your symbol in silence. Let it speak back. You may receive nudges, images, even emotions, not from imagination, but from alignment. These are instructions from the field, guiding you to actions and decisions that match your manifestation. Sometimes the answer is to wait. Sometimes it's to act boldly. But you'll know the difference, because the energy will be clear. And once you act from that space, you're not forcing reality. You're harmonizing with it. The symbol becomes a compass, and you, the navigator, move with the current of the unseen. Your symbol, now charged, anchored, and listened to, becomes more than a tool. It becomes an extension of your consciousness. You carry it not just in your mind, but in your energetic field. It begins to subtly alter your posture, your speech, your decisions. Not because you're trying to be someone else, but because you've aligned with who you truly are. This is how the ancients used symbols, not to manipulate, but to reveal, to stabilize their spiritual frequency in a world of constant flux. From this space, manifestation becomes natural. It's no longer a chase. You're not waiting for life to happen. You're tuned into its rhythm. And what once felt far away now begins to show up effortlessly. Because when your symbol is alive within you, reality begins to organize around it. That's the hidden truth of symbol alchemy. It's not about the shape, but the shift it awakens. Let your symbol guide you. You've just remembered how to shape the unseen. What symbol do you feel drawn to? And what reality might it be anchoring without you even realizing?